Good morning. It's 5:14 on this terrific Tuesday. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's get into the forecast right now. If we take a look at America's Mattress Live Tower Cam, still dark outside on your morning commute. You might see some overcast skies, but once our sun comes up on over the mesa around 7:25, those clouds are going to stick around with us throughout the day. Now, if we want to take a look at our weather headlines, we've got another round of winter weather anticipated, especially in our higher elevation areas. We've got below seasonal average temperatures also expected throughout today and the weekend, or the rest of the work week, the weekend, and essentially for at least the next 7 days. And those are going to continue with us. Now, we do have a winter weather advisory still sticking around in Mesa County until 5 p.m. today, but mostly further east of us in those higher elevation areas is where we really need to worry about that. If you've got any plans to commute today, please be careful on those roads because come 9 a.m. we have another round of storms headed on in. Now, yesterday we did get a little bit of some rainfall and some total snow coverage looking at that. If we look in some of those higher elevation areas, Aspen, even down over the San Juans, we've got just about 12 to 16 inches in some of those areas. Now, this storm that's just about to move in could bring us just about another foot or 2 feet in some of those Elkhead ranges, those Gore ranges, and even Saguache ranges could get up to about 2 feet of snow today. Now, taking a look, folks, 8 days away until the winter solstice. Now, those temperatures for the next week are going to take a drop and hang out in those sub-freezing ranges, and this second round of winter weather in the last 48 hours is on the way. I want you folks to please be careful and cautious on those roads. Make sure you're being careful of all those drivers around you and just prepare in case you need a roadside emergency, especially with holiday travel coming up. Now, it's 24 degrees in Grand Junction right now, 18 in Montrose, and further east of us, it is a little bit on the cooler side. We're looking at 21 degrees in Glenwood Springs, 17 in Aspen, and 12 cool degrees in Gunnison. Now, in the next 48 hours, we're going to take a drop, and we're even going to dip down into those single-digit numbers. Now, taking a look at our almanac for Grand Junction, we're looking at 33 degrees instead of our typical 39 and 24 instead of our typical 18. So on the high end, we are just a few degrees short of our seasonal average, but on the low end, we're looking to be just a little bit warmer. Now, our state radar is going to show us that those storms that were hitting us yesterday are just moving on out, and they are heading northeast. Now, in some of those areas, Sterling, and even over in Nebraska, there's a blizzard warning, folks. You want to stay off those roads if you've got travel plans to head on up there. Taking a look a little bit closer, our futurecast is going to show us that those storms are going to move out by tonight, but that cooler weather is going to stick around. We're going to have those below average temperatures across Utah, across Colorado, and even up into Wyoming further north of us. Now, this closed low is moving out with that storm, but all these cold fronts and cold fronts are going to stick around with us until this ridge from the west coast finally moves on in and hits us on the west coast with those more mild temperatures. Our extended forecast is going to show us that that round of storms is quite possible for today, but we're going to have another one on Friday and throughout the weekend, dropping down into those single-digit numbers. Now, Montrose has that same trend, even dipping down into a cool 4 degrees on Saturday. But folks, if you haven't made it up to the slopes, there's quite a lot of them that are now open for the first time as of this past weekend. So get up there and make some plans to enjoy the fresh pow.